Now, your Alaska Link weather for Fairbanks and the interior.
Well, showing off that nice new layer of snowfall this morning only lasted a few hours underneath that spring sunshine that we have this time of the year, really showing that this sun angle in these longer days really does work at that snowpack. Now, we may be talking about, though, adding to it here as we roll into the weekend again. Now, clearing skies are going to continue to hold on through our overnight, dropping us down into those lower 20s. So still pretty mild forecast in place, and we'll continue to talk about some of those brighter conditions around for our Friday, but it is the calm before the storm, or almost storms, as we have several that we are going to be keeping an eye on as we roll into the weekend and through next week. Now, what we have for the weekend is going to be some snow and wind that will be highest priority when it comes down to some of those Chinook winds that will develop into Saturday, and then lessening those winds and strengthening it with another storm system that's going to be pushing in with more of a snow spread that is going to come, and that's also going to be associated with some cooling temperatures that will take hold into next week. So this is still a very actively changing weather pattern, so make sure to stay tuned for updates. But Friday, we still have another day of some quiet weather before we get to those high impacts. Starting the day off with some sunshine that will bring us that warming out of those 20s and even into those 40s. End of day, we will see some increased cloud cover, as that's going to be that first frontal system that will be approaching. As that frontal system approaches, it does start to bring in some stronger winds. We are underneath some wind advisories. Expansion of some of these alerts will definitely be necessary, as we do have some winds that will even be making it into the local Fairbanks area this weekend. Now, most of it does stay to those higher elevation spots: Denali National Park, Healy, Delta Junction. Those regions there will be dealing with some of those wind gusts that could even get up to 55, 60 miles per hour. But we know that really Friday, when it comes down to the Fairbanks area, is the lightest of the winds, but we see that increase that will be seen through Sunday, as Sunday a stronger low pressure system is going to set its eyes on the south central, giving that more of that direct flow to bring those winds up through the interior. So there is going to be some concerns and widespread concerns when it comes down to a potentially high wind event for areas of Alaska, including Anchorage up through Fairbanks, even over through Juneau as well. So we have some pretty impressive setups of some storm systems that could be coming out of the northern Pacific. 13 hours and 22 minutes of daylight is what we have to work with for our Friday. Again, enjoy this calm before the storm. There will be some of those breezier spots, and with that nice new layer of some snowfall for some, that will be able to blow and drift around at times, so do stay wary. But as we have those mild conditions around, we see many locations strive for those 30s and 40s. But Saturday is really going to be that start. We get a nice coating of some snow showers possible. At times there could be some changeover due to still keeping with that mild temperature trend due to some of those winds coming over the Alaska range. But then we do start to see that the inflection there of working into some cooler temperatures is seen from Sunday into Tuesday, which with that cool down, there could be some potential of bringing in some heavier snowfall totals. So we'll keep an eye on that outlook.